The issues that dominate this election are the economy, national and domestic security, the pandemic, and healthcare in that order. The economy is always primary, with the others affecting it. If there's no income, there's nothing to tax, with no money to address the other issues. Raising taxes has never improved an economy, it only lessens the incentive to work. The United States healthcare system is on a slippery slope. It was a perk for union workers during labor negotiations in the 1960s that evolved into socialized medicine of today. It is not healthcare or a way to maintain one's health. It is a full-fledged welfare program whether we want it or not. It is a way to spread the cost for medicine and treatment that happens to everyone. No matter how much we spend on our healthcare insurance, and regardless of who pays for it, the end result is exactly the same. We can't save our life. We can only prolong the inevitable, but at what price and who should pay for it? This mindset happens because of the entitlement mentality that has infected the country. There is an expectation that the country owes its citizens these things, and the other part of society must pay for it. Healthcare is not a right any more than demanding the government give you a new car every year. This thinking demands reparation for the sins of past generations. How is it fair to give health care and benefits to someone with no health care and insist it cover pre-existing conditions? You can't buy fire insurance after your house burns down. The government will dictate what is considered adequate care. Abortion is on a slippery slope as a way to save on health care for fewer people. It also justifies the government telling you when you have lived long enough and are too expensive to keep alive. These are the steps towards getting a society to accept socialism, where government provides everything. If it provides everything, it can take away everything as well. We live in the freest country in the world, and if we get everything from the government, we are a slave to that government. The government's obligation is to provide security, infrastructure, and making laws that are fair. It does not provide happiness, income without work, cradle-to-grave care, or the right to never be offended. A successful country expects its citizens to be self-reliant, hardworking, and patriotic, that lives by the core values, the Ten Commandments, and the Golden Rule. We must pick between one side that tolerates no law for bad behavior by defunding police, that encourages illegal entry into the country, abusing our welfare system, ignores the respect for life, killing babies, then old people, then uses the minorities for their votes instead of the booming economy where many minorities are now working. They want felons to vote, eliminating any deterrent to breaking the law and expanding the liberal voting rules. The other side encourages living by our core values, the Golden Rule and the Ten Commandments. We can only pray that a majority of the country believes that in what made this country the greatest in the world. Otherwise, we are going to be on the list of countries that have tried and failed at their attempts at socialism. This is Keith Kuby wishing you the best in making the world a better place.